Over the past couple of months, some amazing things have happened to me, and I wanted to just document that with a video. And maybe you will pick up some lessons, some tips, some ideas from what I have experienced, and maybe where my mindset is right now. So, the first thing that I want to share is that some of the dreams, some of the goals that I've had here in my heart and in my head are starting to become a reality. Now, unless you are in my inner circle, you wouldn't know those things that I've held closely to me for a couple of decades. But trust me when I say they're starting to become reality. And so, with that, I had to ask myself, am I prepared for what's to come? And so, as I asked that question, I had to dive in a little bit deeper and go even further into my preparing and planning phases. That as I saw opportunities present themselves, that I made sure I did not miss those opportunities or I was ill prepared for them. So I'm going to ask you, as I often do, are you preparing for those opportunities so that when they do show up, you are the person that can actually handle the blessing, handle that opportunity, and not be burned by it, thus wavering or shaking your self confidence? And the next thing that has happened for me as a result of the opportunities is that I've had to make some real decisions. I've had to ask myself, do I really want this thing that I'm going after? Do I really believe what I say I believe? So much so that maybe I have to stick a proverbial flag in the ground and stake my claim or choose my alliances. Now, chances are you may have seen some of the articles that I've been featured in, or you have seen some of the podcasts where I've been guest on. And over the past few months, I've made a transition slightly to my target audience, to my ideal client. And that has helped me get a better clarity of who I am, what I want to do, what my big purpose here on this earth is. But I must be honest with you, it did cause me to feel just a little sad. And here's why. For almost 2 decades, I have positioned myself to help clients, either globally or in the affluent market, just when it comes to real estate. But after being exposed to some new knowledge and moving towards being a world-renowned individual in a very specific micro niche or niche, I realized that it's not my highest and best use to even serve that segment that I had been targeting previously. So I made a conscious and intentional decision to focus on working with and training minority owned service based businesses. And I know it's the right thing. How? Because it's close to me. It's so close to me, in fact, that it's what I do. So who better for this? But when I made the decision, when I put legs and action to the decisions that I made, I realized that not everyone agreed with my new route. Not everyone supported this idea of not helping everyone, but now focusing on minority owned service based businesses. So I had to ask myself, am I okay with those who are not okay with me? Am I okay doing this thing that I know is my further calling, even if it forces some to walk away? I had one individual say, Neil, you do know that I can't be friends with you on social media. I mean, you're telling us, you're telling me, you're telling those that might see me friends with you or attached to you that you're specializing with helping minorities. And my response was initial shock, but also appreciation. Thank you for showing me who you really are. And then my response was, well, if we can't be social media friends, I don't think that we're friends at all. And so I've had to go back in and ask myself with my 4 pillars of success, when it comes down to excellence, service, leadership, and growth, do I really believe in those things? Am I still willing to take a look at all the areas of my life, hold a magnifying glass and a flashlight or a spotlight up to those areas, and know that I'm doing and saying and being that type of person. So I want to challenge you today as we continue throughout this year. Are you the type of person who's willing to draw your line and to hold fast, to make sure that when those dreams and opportunities start becoming reality, or you can see evidence of them becoming reality, are you willing to hold fast to that thing? Are you willing to be world renowned when everyone else, when everything else, when all of the circumstances are telling you to be average, to be mediocre, to settle for less than the best, to maybe give just enough? Well, it's my hope that if you're still hanging out with me here in this video, that you've answered the call to be world renowned. There are dreams, there are goals, there are realities that are coming true for me, such as in the month of February, I will be at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas for Celebration 2024 with the Residential Real Estate Council, something that I didn't even know was possible. You know, I have been working with affluent clientele and showing individuals how to be world renowned in the affluent realm. Now I get to do that in front of some of the highest paid, some of the most highly admired professionals in the real estate industry. So I know I can't wait. But here's also what I know. I know it's because for almost 20 years, I've committed to excellence, service, leadership, and growth. Behind the scenes, when no one else was watching, when it would have been easier for me to give up or to hang out, for me to watch TV. So where do you need to lean in today? What goals are you really chasing after that are going to positively impact your life and the lives of those around you? And if those goals really do mean as much as you say they do, they should alter how you behave. Maybe the way you speak or the way you dress. Maybe whom you affiliate or socialize with. I just know that we, you and I, are closer to those dreams becoming realities than we probably ever imagined. So I want to say thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for rocking with me even as we do some transitions. I have some big things ahead. You have some big things ahead in your immediate future. I need you to hold on. I need you to grab hold, grab fast to that dream, that goal that's in your heart, that's in your head. Know that we're closer than we think. I want you to comment, like, share. Be sure to subscribe. Most importantly, I want you to know one very important thing, and that is that I love you, God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And until the next time I see you or you see me, don't be average. Be world renowned. Peace. GoPro, stop recording.